Hi guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. The sun's made an appearance today. Been raining most of the week, although the start of the week. We had a big bee swarm here, and yeah, they landed. I phoned up the lad who's the bees belong to. Carl, he come down and he rounded them all up and put them back in his apiary. In fact, I've got a few clips here to show you him doing that now. I was about 4 foot away at one point, filming them all buzzing around. Absolutely amazing things, these bees. But yeah, here's the clip now. Well guys, I'm tracking a swarm here. They're at the moment, they're just on Fred and Phyllis's plot, right behind my plot. A big swarm as well. They've just come out of the hive just up here. I need to get in contact with the beekeeper and tell them to come down and do something about them before someone gets seriously hurt. They're alright as long as you don't start wafting your hands about. When they're swarming like this, they're not they're not dangerous, but if they do sting you, they leave an hormone on you, and then they all come after you and start stinging you, so you got to be careful. But yeah, they're all sort of around that bush there. Obviously the queen's come out and she's scarpered, and she's they're all obviously come out with her, so I'm just keeping an eye on them at the moment, but they're just there, and there's quite a few of them. It can get really scary when they're all swarming and you see people running through them screaming. That's the wrong thing to do. Walk slowly through them. Don't waft your hands about and you'll be safe, he says. Yeah, I'm gonna go and contact the beekeeper now and tell him he needs to come down and keep an eye on these bees. I shouldn't really get too close to these bees. I'm about say about 4 foot away, 5 foot away, if that, not even that, no, a bit closer. And I'm just videoing this swarm. I enjoy videoing them every year. It's a bit of a problem for the beekeepers because they've got to go and round them. Well, they've got to round the queen up. Once they get the queen and put her back in her hive, then they all go back in the hive. But it's been very hot today, and like the bees, as soon as it gets too hot, they come out of the hive and they swarm. These have been swarming all over, as you just seen, if I've put that clip in. Now they've just settled on this currant bush here on my mate Fred and Phyllis's plot. I've informed Carl whose bees they are, and it's a couple of plots up. He's heading down here now with his bee suit on to round them up and put them back in the hive. But again, you put them in and they're just going to come out. Now, I'm videoing this and they're buzzing everywhere here, all around my head and everything. As long as you don't go wafting your hands about and being a complete utter balloon, they won't bother you. However, if they do sting you, don't hang about, get away from them, because they leave a pheromone and everything starts to sting. They all come at you and start stinging you. So just be careful. But when they're in a swarm, they're quite safe. You can just walk through them. They won't bother you, but don't waft your arms about. Otherwise, they just attack you. And as you can see, they're quite harmless here, and I'm about 3 foot away, 4 foot away, if that. Anyway. I'm going to get a cup of coffee now and wait for Carl to turn up and let him deal with the situation. He'll be in his suit. Like I say, I'm in no suit. Bloody in my shirt here, and that's it. Buggers, aren't they? See him there, just in the, it's low down, that box just go under them nicely. You get to see him just there. Ooh, where? Just there. Yeah, that's going to be an easy fix, isn't it? How come you're getting stung?
I don't want to be.
No. Like I say, I was filming Liz a couple of years back, and she was in a tree, and she hit the tree, and they all fell down on the floor, and as they fell down, they come up and they all went for her, and they were chasing her up the path. But then again, you cracked it there where they are. Yeah, easy peasy.
It's a very, very small.
Yeah.
Very small. I've never seen it that small before.
Usually big clumps of them.
Yeah, it's usually twice that size.
Yeah.
Bit weird that.
I think the queen's in there though.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
Because the key is to knock them in, put the lid on,
Yeah.
and then wait for the others to go and find her in there.
Yeah.
So this will be a two-part process.
You haven't got a little saw what you can saw the branch off.
It's a bit more vandalistic than they need, but you're right, they do leave a smell behind, so they tend to float back.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Oh well. Step back a touch. Me and Buttercup will stop back here and watch the action. Hopefully you've got her.
I think so. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. Like I say, when she did it, there was up here on a night, and she hit it on the branch, and it all just come down, and you never seen out like it.
Yeah.
I'm like this, and she's in a full suit.
Yeah.
And they're just attacking her.
Well, the issue is that these suits are really good, but the issue is because you deal with bees in them every day and they only get washed, what, twice a year at best, they tend to pick up a lot of smells, and they can tend to think that you're another beehive because you smell of all other bees, so they have a tendency to go for you.
Yeah. They're not normally the place they go for is your ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wear gauntlets.
Yeah. Well, I've got a complete suit there, proper suit. I use it for wasps, you know, catching wasps.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's pretty
well,
good for
I use it for, you know, grubs. I get grubs for fishing.
Ah, right.
And I mean, years ago that's all we used to use was wasp grubs.
Oh,
And,
why not? It's free.
Yeah, and the people want to get rid of them.
Well,
you wouldn't dream of doing it with them, you know.
No.
But with the wasps, they're a different kettle of fish, and I've never been stung yet. Used to put a curtain over the top of me with a pair of marigold gloves.
It'll do the job.
Yeah,
Won't argue with that. Thing is, now there's a new one coming over from Asia called the Asian hornet, and that thing's as big as your thumb.
Oh yeah.
And it's quite vicious too. It's been known to kill off beehives, wasp hives, even bumblebee hives. They don't care.
You might. I swear I saw one in my greenhouse, about that big thing, big black bands on it, and like black eye patches on it.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
Well, there was one in my greenhouse a while back, but I got rid of it. Like when I say got rid of it, squashed it.
Well.
It was definitely bigger, twice the size of, well, 3 times the size of them.
Yeah, they say there's only 2 or 3 of them can destroy an entire beehive.
God, well I got that one anyway.
Yeah, well this is it, it's an invasive species.
Definitely.
The last time they found a big hive of that in Cornwall, they got the army out and they flamethrowed it.
Seriously?
Yeah, because if you get more than 5 or 10 stings from those hornets, it can kill you. Right. That's why they're called killer hornets.
Well, like I say, there was one in that green. I actually videoed it. I've got it on video somewhere. If I find the video, I'll take a picture, and next time I see you there, I'll show you the picture what it looked like. But I think there's a good likeness on the wall up there, on the billboard up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures about. More people have to be aware because they'll kill off bumblebees, honeybees, woodcutter bees and wasps. Good. They'll just destroy half the insect population, and with that, there goes your pollinators, your tomatoes and all the rest of it.
I think you might have cracked it there. I think you got them all.
Yep, I think so too.
Brilliant. And that's how to do it, boys and girls. I'm sure they'll follow her.
I'm sure they will too.
And there we go. So I'm gonna.
Then put the watsits in for half hour.
All right. Putting the cones in.
They should calm down by then.
Yeah. Putting them cones in for him. Interesting watching them. Like I say, she's in there. What will happen now is when he puts the lid back on, all them bees will go in that box and he's cracked it. Should have zoomed in a little bit closer really so you could have seen, but bloody buttercups broke the zoom on this one. There we go, all done. They're all going in the hole now. You can just see them going in the hole. Yep, see them all going back in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think go and have a cup of coffee. Anyway, well done.
You know if you got them, because they'll all move from that bush now to
Yeah,
there.
of course they will, yeah.
I like that holly newt because it's got different grills on it.
Yeah.
You got a fully open, fully closed, and you got like an air hole, nothing gets out or nothing gets in. And the last one, which is the one at the top, only the bees get in, the queen can't get out.
That's good.
So once she's in, they've got to go there, they can't go anywhere else.
Right, brilliant.
Let's slide it over.
Right, I'll leave you to it. There you go, they're all gone in. Most of them, they're all just going in the hole now, the last of them. They're all inside the box, you can see them in the top there of the lid. But yeah, they've all, obviously he's got the queen in there. And yep, the drama's all over. And he's got them all. Brilliant. So we're going to head off now and leave them to it. Yep, I think you got them all.
I know exactly where they came from as well, going straight back.
Great. So there you go. Where they're all going from, and they're going straight back. There we go. There's just a few bees there. They'll go fly back then. That's where his apiary is, just there. Oh well, drama over. So yeah, eventually they settled down on the currant bush, and he knocked him into that box. Obviously he caught the queen, he got her in. He put some like cone slide things in. Like I said, I'm not a beekeeper, and you know, I've no idea what exactly he did properly. But anyway, he dropped these things in with the cones in, and yeah, all the bees obviously went in the box because the queen was in there, and he took it back to his apiary, and he's put her back into the hive that she was originally in, and everything's fine. Yeah, it's been one of them weeks. I mean, like I say, at the start of the week it was probably the hottest day of the year, and that's why the bees come out. But since then we've had nothing but rain. It's only today that we've had some sunshine, and well, we've had a few days where it's not been completely raining, and we got a few jobs done. I had a load of celery that needed to go in one of the back beds. So I'm going to show you putting that in. Hey guys, here's some celery. Kind of got a bit big in here, aren't they? But they're looking pretty healthy. I've got them in a drip tray, and we're going to be putting these out in one of the beds in a minute. There's Buttercup. You're wondering where she is, but yeah, they look all right. There we go, just starting to come through the bottom. They're about 12 inches tall, some of these are really, really good. So anyway, I'm going to be putting, unfortunately, well actually I've got 13. I was going to do 2 rows, and we've got a spare one there. I'll stick that in the bed with all the others, but yeah, we've got like I say, there's 13 of them there. We're lucky for some. What's up with you? Try to do a video. So there we go. They're the celery, and they're looking awesome now. 13 celery. These are called Victoria. I've got me plank there to stick in to make sure they're all square, and that's what we're going to do. So see you in a minute, folks. I'm just going to set the camera
guys,
up.
You join me down here with my celery. This is the second lot of celery I'm putting in. This is celery called Victoria, and I'm busy. You're in shot again. What you got to do, eh? This is where all my time goes to sort this out. But yeah, we're going to put these in. We're going to do 3 rows, and we're going to try and get them in as soon as we can. I'll show you me doing 1 or 2 of them. The problem is the weather, unfortunately. Right, I'm busy, sweetheart. You're going to have to hang on, right? Right. So this is, like I say, shoo 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 shoo. Give it some of that. Self-blanching these as well, I think they are, as I remember. I'm not going to put any grow more or anything in because you don't need it. This bed's full of it. Now that's a good root system there. So we're just going to put them in the same height. And basically, that's all we're doing. So, yeah, I'll get these in, and I've got to start thinking about me cabbages and what have you, and broccoli. So I'm going to crack on down here. I'll show you when I've done them all, okay?
So we got the celery in, guys. This is the Victoria celery. 3 rows. Unfortunately, that's all we had. These were the spare ones, what I left in the greenhouse to grow on. Like I said, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. The other stuff's not as good as this. But as you can see, it's looking well. So we'll have some late celery. Just in front of that, we got that sweet corn, which I didn't do the recording. They had the fault on the card. It's just starting to pick up now. It was absolutely terrible, that, but it's doing all right. We're going to get some. I think we'll get some corn from it. I will be putting in between there some leeks. In the next couple of days, but I'm trying to get the front greenhouse sorted, and that's why this celery is where it is now. It won't be long before we'll be lifting them onions out as well. So watch this space for that. They're looking pretty good, and they're starting to go over now. 1 or 2 of them. When they start to bend over, that's when they're ready for picking. At the moment, they're still all turgid. Is it submissive? Yeah, when they flop over, that's when they're ready. But yeah, that's what we've done. There we go. There's the celery. And there's Buttercup. Been supervising everything.
So we've got 2 lots of celery. We've got celeriac as well. Looking at them, that corn. Like I say, it's. We'll talk more about that on the tour in a bit, but yeah, we've got them in. The next job, I had some more. In fact, I've got a lot more chilies to prick out and put on. I was putting some more chilies out yesterday, and some Ladiva cucumbers. So I thought I might show you these couple of little jobs that we're doing.
You join me. I'm just sorting some pots out. What I've done is just sunk that in there and lift the pot out. These are my chilies. Some of them have actually got chilies on these. They've been in the greenhouse for such a long time, and what I'm doing, I'm just teasing them out of these pots
You can see clearly the pot bound, and just gently dropping them in. A bit of compost over the top. I always use these little stakes, I don't know if you can see them, and shove a stake in just to give them a bit of support. And yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I have to make sure the camera was actually pointing at it then. Again, like I say, we've already prepared the pots. Plant them the same depth. Yeah, we've had these in the greenhouse for such a long time. I just needed to get them all out, and that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just trying to clear some of the greenhouse out so we can continue with the planting campaign that we've got going on. Yeah, these are jalapenos. There we go, last one. Compost. And as soon as I start doing anything, you've got the ambulances coming. So we've got 3 of them all, 4 of them, sorry now. Just going to clean the table up, and then we'll come straight back. Oh, I'm just putting these Ladiva in a pot. I put an hole this here through the pot, and that's the base. And what I've got to do now, compost in there, and then I'm going to lift this out gently. And try and manoeuvre it into such a position where I can tie it up with these this Velcro to transplant it. I'm going to put it into the back greenhouse when I finish, and we'll get it to grow up something. It's a bit of a nit one per one here at the moment, guys. You have to excuse the mess I've got going on. Always create a bloody mess when I'm doing these things. Yep, it's definitely dry, this compost. I will be watering it, don't worry. I'm just making sure. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm just making sure that's where it originally was, and that's where I want it to originally be. So we've got that there, and we're going to push that into the ground, and it just acts as a stabiliser. Right, anyway, I've got a few more of these to do, so I'll be right back. Well, as you see, I've got a few Chillies here and a few Ladiva, and just give them a watering, and then we're going to find somewhere for them. It's been raining all day, but these have been inside the greenhouse, so right. So now I've watered all 6 of these. I'll go find somewhere for them all. So I've got 2 Ladiva and 4 jalapenos there. So all these little jobs are trying to get the front greenhouse clear, and we still haven't done it yet, as you're going to see on the tour in a moment. But yeah, we're trying. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is take you on a tour of the plot, show you around the plot. The camera goes out of focus once or twice. It wasn't this camera I was using, it was another camera that I got in the car. In fact, it's a better camera than this one, 4K, although this is 1080. So anyway, this is what the plot looks like, and still, like I said, there's a lot to do. We're going to be taking the onions out shortly. Well, you're going to hear on the walk around. Well, there's hardly any wind today. There's plenty of cloud up there. That's been raining through the night. It's actually been sun shining today. Sun's just behind the cloud there. Anyway, I'm going to take you on a tour of the plot. So we come on to the first greenhouse. There's Buttercup, fast. Well, she was asleep until I just woke her up. Now, this is the greenhouse we're working on. As you can see in there, them are leeks that need to go out. These are chilies. Need to be potted on. So do them chilies. These ones we just potted on, as you've seen. Them tomatoes are going in here, and them collar, broccoli and Brussels sprouts are going outside. This is my black Hamburg here and going along the top, and this one here going this way is a dessert grape. I forget the name of it. Oh, and we've got just in here we've got Ladiva cucumber. There's one there. There's one here which I need to pot on. You know, these chilies. There's a few tomatoes here as well. They need planting. I'll get around to that shortly. We've been putting geraniums into these pots here. I've got to put a few other things in. Coming into the middle greenhouse. As you can see, the tomatoes at the top of the frames there. Them ones are, I think they're different to these ones. They look different leaves and everything. I'll have another closer look at them shortly. But as you can see, we've got tomatoes on them. I've been taking the bottom leaves out to create circulation around the base of the plants. These ones are almost at the top as well. This is my other black Hamburg here. Hopefully it will get down to the end member in the roof this year. It's only 2 years old, guys, so you know it's doing well. I've got every hope I'm going to get it to that last. These four braces. I'm hoping I get it to the end one this year. And then next year we might get some grapes on it, like we've done in the other greenhouse. I'm just going to close the door to a bit. Bloody magpies, pain. We've been taking some of these currants off here. I've got to pot them on as well. That's lavender, and there's mint. Some oh god, lilies. I think there's some more lilies coming on here. More lilies here. These are going to be cutting all these pods off here shortly. This is the yellow flagaris. More lilies there. Again, these are the red currants. We've got piles of them all over there. Red currants. Strawberries. We've had most of the strawberries. As you can see now, the gladiolas are coming up. This calendula has done really well so far this year. Again, we got them in with the strawberries. Moving on here, well, we're getting the gooseberries are getting drowned out, but there's tons of gooseberries on these. We're going to be taking some of these shortly. We got cosmos, sedum. There's a few lupins, lilies, poppies and stuff like that. But the main bent in here is the gooseberry and currant. Oh, a karma there. Butterfly. Again, we got more lilies there. These are them African marigolds. They grow to about just short of a metre high. Some nice roses there. Again, these are currants in here. My dogwood roses are in bloom there, and there's a load of cherries there. Red cherries. I'm going to get them before the birds get them. This is all going to get an haircut this year. We're going to cut them, going to take 2/3 of the growth off the top of them and bring them down to size. Remember that tomato, the apple what broke in half? Well, there it is. We've grafted it and it's done well. We need to find something for there. That's actually, I don't need to really, because there's a looping what will be coming up shortly again. We've got mint here, we've got thyme, the two different types of thyme, linen variated, and what's this one? Lemon, it smells of lemon as well. Day lilies there. It's getting a bit overgrown in there, but I don't mind that. But yeah, we're going to be coming in here and chopping that trees. This thing's coming out. I can't believe that's a tree. How the hell that got in there without me knowing about it? But it just shot right the way up. It's one of these, like a bloody one of these American redwoods. It won't be there this year. Like I said, we're going to come in and we're going to whop them all back, take the tops off. We're going to take it. If you can just imagine where my hand is now, we're going to take it a lot of them down to about 8 foot tall. Some of them, these are nearly 12, 14 foot, and they're too big and they need cutting back. These are where I put all my canes and what have you. That's my comfrey. I'm not going to turn the tap on. This is one of my water tanks full of water coming into this greenhouse now. These are the money maker, and as you can see, they're doing awesomely. Really thickening up. We took all the suckers out. I will cutting the tops off these very shortly. These are some of my chillies. I need to get me peas out of there, and that's going to be a problem. Again, we've got a couple of Ladiva cucumbers here. This is the grapevine what we put in here about 2.5, 3 years ago now, and we're just starting to get grapes off it. It's a winemaking variety, Sauvignon Blanc or something, I think it's called. Anyway, not bad for 3 years. It's done really well, and yeah, we do have them inside the greenhouse. All my grapevines are inside the greenhouse, and like I say, we don't have any problems with them. They do really well. Temperature over there is 120. Wow. There's a few chilies I need to put on there. Close that to a bit. This here is lemon balm. Oh, my potatoes have gone mental. Like I say, I'm nearly 6 foot and these things are as tall as me. We're going to be doing a potato reveal in here shortly. These Sutton Dwarf, we're going to be taking these out as well. If you look, you can see them, they're full of beans everywhere you look, all the way through. It's just that what's happened is the potatoes have got so heavy, they just collapsed and fallen on them. The only thing what's stopping them falling any further is these canes. And what I'm going to do when I take these out, I'm going to put a few tomatoes here. You see what they've done? They flopped over onto the path, so we're going to be getting in here and doing some of these potatoes very soon. Fortunately, it's not a problem. These are coming out. These are the elephant garlic, more elephant garlic. There, my girls, they're all having dust baths and what have you. That one there is foxglove. That's when Tracy on a motorbike just arrived. Yeah, these are my shallots. They're not done very well this year. I wish you'd pack it in. I'm trying to do a blooming video here. Me white onions are doing well. They're starting to swell out now. Red onions not as good, but then again, give them enough time. These are my dahlias and my lucifer. Oh, they started to flower. Excellent. Love these things. Beautiful. Like I say, they're about 5.5 foot tall. These jasmine there, growing up the frame. This is my pond. These are all. These are them shorter version of marigolds. Now, on the front, I just showed. Oh, we might have passed them. I think I've shown you. yeah, these are a smaller version of the African marigold, and that's about as tall as they grow. And as you can see, they're doing really nicely there. Again, the lemon balm's sort of cascading over the pond, and you got the newts and the frogs in there. It's perfect habitat, that, actually, for them. Fruit trees. Apples are full of, just getting all the apples starting to swell out now. These are bramleys, 2 bramleys side by side. That there's a gooseberry. There is a blueberry there. These are my cabbages starting to swell out. If I didn't have this cover on, we'd have no cabbages. Again, we've got celery out there and celery. We've got more celery there, which is we just put in. You just see me doing that. This corn, well, this corn after a fashion. Like I say, it was rooted in the front greenhouse, and we ripped it out and broke all the roots. And we shoved it in about 4 or 5 days ago, and it's starting to pick up now. But we might get some corn out of it, but it's not exactly good. What we did was a bit silly when we pulled it up, but we had no choice because we didn't want to put stuff in the front greenhouse. I've got to put some leeks in here. You've just seen the leeks. Buttercup. Stay there, you bugger, until I finish my video. There's my onions. These are the yellow onions. They're starting to fall over now, so we're going to be lifting these out shortly. I mean, they're a fair size. I mean, you know, about, I'd say 3 inches. That one might be a bit bigger, 3.5, 4 inches. Some of them are a bit bigger. 1 or 2 a little bit smaller. That one's a double onion. But moving on, these are my pumpkins. My pumpkin patch has got flowers coming on them now. And well, that's the main pumpkin. Just inside there on the top, you've got a pumpkin just set. The only trouble is where it's set. It's no good where it's set. What I want is one down here, and I can see a flower there. So there's every chance we're going to get one here. So yeah. That's the pumpkin. That's where all my money's on for the winning the competition this year. But we got a whole host of pumpkins in here, and they will start to grow a little bit very soon. Pea frame, I need to put that in. I'm going to put it there, and I can put them other peas up against it. Yeah, celery's looking good. I say more celery here. These are my apples. Everywhere you look through there, it's just apples. Most of them we'll give to the food bank. We don't use them all, obviously. There's just too many of them. There's Maggie. Little bug, I know where she's going, into the greenhouse. Over there, pinching Buttercup's food. These are my rhubarb. We've been hammering the rhubarb. If you look here, look at these gooseberries, guys. These are absolutely awesome. However, this year I'm going to bang some big stakes into the ground because the tops can't, the little spindly trunk of the bush can't hold these up. So I'm going to bang a big stake in and give them more support, because just look at them, that's going to collapse on the floor. If I'm not careful, that will collapse on the floor with all of the fruit on it. But it's absolutely covered in fruit, and they're just starting to ripen now. Again, strawberries are done well, they're all ripening. I don't know if you can see them there. Some nice, they're big strawberries. More sedum. These are all my currants. You can see, well, you can't unless you get down here, get in. You can see all the red currants there. Be picking them shortly. These are my Logan berries, and then we've got the other type of berry there. I forget what they call. Just a normal berry anyway. The lupins coming up, not lupins. Gladiolas are coming up here. These are them, more them African. African marigolds. That's where Buttercup was sat when I was trying to bloody plant them. Again, these are more irises. I'm going to take, like I say, take these heads off, otherwise I'm going to have hundreds of them everywhere, germinating. And this is another one, another me Golden Delicious that's going to get an haircut this year. There's an apple there. I took the apple. I always take the apples off for the first 3 years. I mean, this is look at her. You cheeky buggy, you are. Hey, unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. That's the plot. I say dog rolls over there. And buttercup there. Paul's just got some boards there. They're stripping an house out, and he's just gone over and brought all that wood back. Don't know what he's building. Ooh. Cabbage white. These are me as Stilby. I love these. Got 2 of them either side here. I'll quickly just show you this dogwood. It's getting drowned out by the trees. You can see all the cherries here. All here. Look at them apples. How the bloody hell am I going to get them apples up there? Not thought about this, have I? Anyway, they're all going to get an haircut this year. I'm really going to cut them back, but I'll leave you with that picture there of the dogwood rows. Look at them, full of honeybees. So you get the picture. A lot of stuff to be harvesting. Tomatoes are doing really well. The chilies and peppers are doing wonderfully. I'd love to get that front greenhouse sorted out sometime this week. Hopefully we will get it sorted out real soon. If I don't, I just put the chilies in there. I mean, I've got 2 greenhouses full of tomatoes, as you see. The grapevines are doing wonderful. Everything's doing wonderful. I did a potato reveal, couple of buckets after a fashion. I never recorded it. I cleaned the potatoes. I dried them all out. And then I realised when I got home yesterday, I hadn't had the camera turned on. The only time I had the camera turned on was when I come to weigh them up here, and after a fashion we managed to weigh them, and we had 2 buckets of Maris Piper, which we emptied in the wheelbarrow, and we cleaned them all and dried them all out. We got the scales out, and that's where we go to the video of what we ended up with. So I'm going to show you these potatoes. We're not going to count them because, like I say, you didn't see me doing the buckets in the wheelbarrow, so these ones don't count, but I thought I'd show them you anyway, since I actually harvest them from the plot. Well guys, got a bit of a dilemma. Nothing's going right at the moment. Buttercup's decided she wants to sit on the bag that I'm going to use to weigh these spuds. I reckon I've got about 7-8 kilo of spuds there. They've all been washed, dried. Comes to weigh them, just about to grab the bag, and Buttercup puts the derriere down and she's not moving. I can't believe I didn't record the bloody thing. Just clean me buckets, they're over there. The only thing what has gone right is my eggs. I've just gone and got 5 dozen eggs out of the back shed. This is the eggs for the week. They're my eggs. Some really nice, these are really nice eggs, these. Low and brown eggs. Like I said, the neighbours will be happy. We probably go through about a dozen eggs a week. Give all the rest to my neighbours. We do go through a lot of potatoes, so these might not make it into the neighbours' kitchens, but you know, not bad. Maris Piper, Maris Piper. That's what they are, and even the small ones look all right. Anyway, they're just drying here. I'm just, like I say, I'm stuck here waiting like a lemon. Waiting for Buttercup to in fact I'd be better off getting another bag, wouldn't I, really? but that bag there is strong enough to hold this lot up. Yeah, this thing what I've got the potatoes in, it's a cage, and what I do is get the wheelbarrow and I wash the potatoes and then just lift them out. It's been drying here for about an hour on the table. Now they're bloody dry. I've got my Hessian bag there, everything ready to rock and roll, and Buttercup plonks the derriere down. So when she wakes up, we'll have a potato reveal. Be right back. I got fed up of waiting for Buttercup to shift her derriere, so I've got this bag here. Don't laugh. I don't know where this has come from. Someone's left it. He said, "Here's a bag, mate, you can use for your shopping." I ain't going to use that for nobody's business. What are they? The Avengers or something. Anyway. Bloody hell, this bag's the bigger. Oh dear. Right, so what I'm going to do, put all these spuds into this bag and we're going to weigh them and see what we end up with. So this is going to be fun. Let's try them a little bit more in a minute. Right, anyway, so there's the spuds. We've got them in the bag. Oh, jeez. Now then. I think that's another egg I'm waiting for. So we're going to set these scales. Come on, for God's sake. Oh, here we go. I thought they weren't going to work then. So we're setting them up at pounds. And oh jeez. Okay. So what making the bloody hell? It can't be right. Hang on. Well, according to that, bloody hell, it's bouncing all over the show, but I make it nearly £30. Don't know if you can see that. £29, £30. Oh, jeez. Bloody hell. So that was useless. So yeah, we ended up with about 30, just over £30 of spuds out of 2 30-litre buckets. And as you see, them potatoes at the back of the allotments there have gone absolute crazy. They're taller than I am. I think we overdid it with the grow mower and the bloodfish and bone, to be quite honest with you. But if you get results like that, who cares? But yeah, it's not a bad start. Hopefully we'll get off to, we'll do a few more reveals over the next few weeks, and what I'll end up doing is taking the tops off them and just covering them over until I need them. That's the best way to stop them growing and to stop them, as long as you cover them over. They can sit in them buckets for months and months on end. You could do an harvest in the middle of February next year if you do it right. But yeah, that was a potato reveal that went horribly wrong. I've just been looking at some planters. A friend of mine, Terry, he's got a couple of mates helping him out on his plot, and one of them's a bit of a tinkerer with engines, and we have a load of strimmers and rotivators, which they're not broke, but they're dangerous, and we can't use them. And we just wanted to get rid of them. We was going to get the scrap man in to take them all away. Anyway, I was talking to him, and he said, "Oh, I'll have them if you want to get rid of them." I said, "Yeah, cool, come and take them." He said, "What do you want for them?" So we want nothing for them, just want them gone, really. He said, "Well, I can't do it for nothing." I said, "I've got these like big long boxes which you can turn into planters." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm quite interested in them." So
he said, I'll bring a couple up for you to have a look, and if you like them, I'll bring the rest of them. Well, he brought them up, and bloody hell, these things are 20 foot long. The one what might get here for this for the front of me for me strawberries is about just over 10 foot, but the rest of them are 20 foot long, guys, 24 foot long. In fact, me and Buttercup went up to have a look at them before. So let me just quickly show you these things.
Well, Buttercup, go and stand over there near that. So these are the planters Terry's mates brought us. They're about 20 foot long, that one. That one's about 20 foot. That one there again is another 20 foot, but that's twice as deep, and that one's twice as deep. Them two there about 10 foot. That's half as deep, and that one's again smaller. The one I'm really interested in is that smaller one, and the rest of them can be used on the allotments. But yeah, I'll probably see him tomorrow. I'm not going to touch him until I see him. But these are what Terry's mates brought us down, and wow, they are bloody big. Size of the things.
So I don't know if I'm going to have one yet, but the longer ones I'm going to be using as planters on the front part of the allotment. So they're going to take a lot of filling. We'll probably just fill them with a load of horse manure and then cap them off with some compost from the shop. Then we'll put a load of flowers in them. We might even take one up to the orchard as well. So when we do that, I'll show you. It'll be George who will be doing all that, because it's his baby basically, the front part of the allotments, you know, all the borders and what have you. He's been putting flowers in there and what have you over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, when I see the lad tomorrow, I'm not going to go on his plot and take him. I'll wait until I've spoken to him and make sure we've got a plan. And it's gonna take a few people to lift them buggers. I don't even know how he managed to get him here. His van ain't that big. He's got like a Bedford thing. He must have put them on the roof of his Bedford. 20 odd foot them buggers are. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on that when I have a word with him, see what he's gonna do. Anyway, that's where we leave it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, we've got clear skies at the moment. I've just been, well, watered my greenhouses. All my greenhouses are watered. Buttercup's been fed. I've done a bit of weeding this morning. I do need to get the brassicas out of the front greenhouse, so we'll be working on that over the week. And hopefully then we can finish this front greenhouse off and then give the shed a lick of paint and chillax for a couple of weeks. Watch everything grow. And well, I've got plenty of other jobs to do, so that's where we end it. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and goodbye for now.